Hey guys, just I had some of these in a long time here, but I was reading this morning here for this week, and I know it's Brandon's week, but something just really struck me. I just want to share with you guys. It's in Genesis 29, and it's this idea about perception and how where do we get our value from in terms of um, who are we trying to please? And it's I was reading 20 verse 31 through the end of the chapter today, and this is about Jacob's children. And it says, when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. And Leah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Reuben, for he said, because the Lord has looked upon my affliction, for now my husband will love me. Right? Remember, Rachel was the one that Jacob wanted to marry, and Laban tricked him into taking the older daughter first. And so here's Leah, who knows that she's not the first choice, who knows the situation. And Jacob is understandably not happy about the situation. And so she's trying to please him. And we see several times in this section from 31 on that she bears a son, and the response is, because the Lord has looked upon my affliction, for now my husband will love me. Because I've given him a son, now my husband will love me. And this happens up until the very end in verse 35. And it says, and she conceived again and bore a son and said, this time I will praise the Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah, and then she ceased bearing children. Right? Leah realizes that at that point, the dilemma that she's put herself in, that she's been trying to seek her value, been focused on pleasing the husband who didn't want her. And so she's going about all these things with the goal of getting her husband to feel differently about her, until she realizes that that's really not the point of this. And at the end of it, she realizes who is in control and who is the one that really is worth pleasing. And she says, this time I will praise the Lord. And I think this is really interesting, because I was thinking about this morning, that, how often in our lives we do things and we put ourselves in situations because of seeking to please others, whether it's our parents, whether it's coworkers or our boss. We're always very concerned about what others think and pleasing them, so much so that we put that at the forefront of everything that we do. And today's reading was a reminder of really who is worthy of that position. It's not people that are in our life. It's not our necessarily even our spouses or our parents, but first and foremost, it is what is pleasing to the Lord. See, Leah is trying to gain her value by what her husband thinks about her, what she can provide for him, instead of asking this question: who does God say she is? And I think it's a really good question for all of us to ask, right? As we